Always play ball, never AWOL. Oh, they mad now, cause they lost. That's on you, not on me. Lately my phone on D&D. I try to get some peace, that's all I need. I try to get some peace, that's all I need. My phone right back on D&D. It's like only rest if RIP. I got my wife, I got my kids. Probably got a few friends that I don't need. Not fake, never been fraud. Been great, still a little flawed. Always need sign when they call. Order up a drink while I'm sitting at the bar. Like, I need a strong tail, Nico make two. Honey Jack with a little bit of juice. CYA throwing up the dose. I'm all in. Little grub at black and blue. No sauce, that strip got juice. For dessert, I just need a little mousse. I'm starving. I try to get some peace, that's all I need. I try to get some peace, that's all I need. Need what I want what I need. Need what I want now. Like 1, 2, 3, giddy up. Heard you thought it was a drought, is you serious? Make one call, turn the city up. Cop a little attaboy for the pick me up. Standing on the green like Wimbledon. Match point set serve, going for the win. Try to stay humble, still going do it big. Don't assume I'm cocky, I'm confident. Earned every dollar for the time I spent. Hard times they come and go. 10 toes I never fold. I can never ever ever go. I try to get some peace, that's all I need. I try to get some peace, that's all I need.
What up, what up, what up? Give me a Lima Charlie if you can hear me loud and clear. Hopefully y'all are having a good one, man. Give me a Lima Charlie if you can hear me loud and clear.
I'm here with you, damn it.
And you can slice. You can slice the face. You can slice the chest.
But you know what?
Let's get it going. I see you outside.
But it's not for children, no. I'm fucking with grown folks right now.
Come on, man.
Raiders, make sure to remind folks to put Q colon in front of their questions so that grabs my attention.
Put a key in front of it.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Goddamn YouTube correctional officers. I hope they pay you well.
Glad everybody
Appreciate the
stopped by,
confirmation.
having a real good time, my guy. Rocky coming through, let him know he shoot goddamn rope for the bug out.
Pause.
Ron, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Ian, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member.
You know, they're gonna be like, he was a good man. Yeah!
Make sure you pedal the like button. Put me back in the goddamn algorithm.
Emotional, damn it.
Fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on.
I think that everybody's on Sabenza's balls. They got them both cupped with the hands, like kind of like this. Like, let me cup them for you.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Chris, you know you got the goddamn hooked on phonics, sir. Here we go. I'm ambidextrous.
What more do you want from me?
I'm not a goddamn mathematician. I don't think Dwayne is here. My resident mathematician.
Let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. What is the deal, man? Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate the Lima Charlie confirmations up in this mug on a Wednesday, September 11th, 23rd anniversary of 9/11. Let me know where you guys were. I appreciate y'all kicking the door in. Let me know what you carried today. Are you done carrying your load out for the day? Is it still on you? All of that good stuff. We'll talk about what I carried today and all of that good stuff, man. Just feeling real good. I just felt like I wanted to do a little bit of story time of where I was on 9/11, but also talk about some new pickup stuff that I might be testing out, see where you guys were on 9/11, see what you guys had in your pockets, and then just take any questions that you might have. So we can just kind of do all that stuff all together, man. I appreciate y'all kicking the door in. Make sure you hit that like button. Let them know that you are entertained, bro.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We appreciate that. So listen, it has been an interesting week. I haven't been live in a minute. I've been so freaking busy. I told myself for the month of August, I tried to put out a video every single day just to see how I would feel doing that type of stuff. And I think I missed one day. I don't think I'm going to keep up that pace for the month of September, but I just really wanted to see how does it feel to put out content, whether I'm reviewing something, whether I'm just doing like a everyday cup video, whether I'm just shooting the shit, giving my thoughts on something. I like the concept of pumping out daily content. A lot of everyday carry channels kind of like niche themselves into reviews. I think we should expand on giving your opinion about shit, talking about different upcoming items, giving members only content, just kind of like ebb and flow. So that's been interesting. So I can't exactly tell you what I was carrying in the pocket today. We'll shout out to some folks that are here. I literally cannot tell you neither the flashlight or the knife. I boosie.
Come on now, dog.
Bro, I can't do it, okay?
Man.
I can neither tell you either one of those items that were in the pocket. And I thought to myself, I'm going to go live and I'm not even going to be able to talk about, I'm literally not going to be able to talk about what I had in the pockets. Maybe it makes sense. Maybe it does not. I don't know. But let me know what you had in your pockets, or let me know your questions as well. I'm standing up today just in case I need to grab some knives or a bag or some bourbon or whatever. Speaking of bourbon, let's talk about what is going on with the drink for today. We already got the drink in. We have the smoke for today as well. We're going to have it Undercrown by Drew Estates. Undercrown Shade. I like to buy these in boxes, okay? And then that just makes life that much easier when I just want to grab one out of the humidor or coolador in this specific instance and kind of just make life easy. I'm not always trying to overthink things and think about what I'm missing and this, that, and the third. I usually get sweet cream, nuts, pause, toasted jelly, and honey whenever I have these. I buy them in boxes of 20. Makes life easy. I'm also a big fan of the draw. just taking this draw, just trying to remember like what the heck do I like about it. Yeah, the draw is one of those things. Pouring it up with some actual Pikesville rye. Now, a lot of times I will do a bourbon. In this case, I just got a little bit of rye on the mind. Might as well kind of just put it all together and see how that feels. It does come from the Heaven Hills Distillery. I think it's the same. Yeah, it's a cousin of Elijah Craig. So although it's a rye, they know what they're doing. Elijah Craig makes rye as well. I don't think I've tried that rye. Do you guys mess with rye? Do you mess with bourbon only? Which one is it? Yeah, that gets the job done. That gets the job done. So having a drink for those that lost their lives on 9/11, the first responders that lost their lives years and decades later from all the soot and smoke and dust and all that type of stuff that they breathed in down there. So just important to be able to point that stuff out as well. Let me know if you're smoking, if you're just chilling, whatever you may have going on. I would love to know that as well. So just kind of enjoying yourself. So listen, I can't exactly tell you what I was carrying in the pocket today, but I guess in theory, I could at least tell you some stuff that's coming out tomorrow. I did a review on this specific item. So we do have the Montana Knife Company's, the Task Force 24 drops tomorrow. Okay. And I've been trying to test this. Let me tell you something. This knife is so sharp. It's so sharp it's like laser sharp. Okay. And the price is, it's up there. It is pricey. But I will say that the knife is super duper sharp. It feels good in the hand. It feels good for everyday carry tasks. It's okay. It's a little bit long in the tooth. Like right today, I'm wearing like jogger shorts. Doesn't work in an outfit like that, right? Doesn't work in anything like that, but it still feels good with the ergonomics. Just kind of easy to grip, easy to kind of just palm in the hand. And I like it. Magna cut blade, not non-reflections. Like I have a very bright light shining on this right now towards the camera. It's the light. I mean, it's not reflecting anything into the camera. So I think they did a pretty good job with this. This releases tomorrow. So I'll probably talk more about it as it prepares to release itself. I guess I'll talk about the watch. I did have the Benrus, the DTUP. This is a official military reissue field watch from Benrus. Now you can see that light as I shine it on this watch. I love this watch. I'm actually thinking about sending it into Benrus because I want to get the actual crystal shine by them, maybe buff by them. It has a few scratches in it that I could do it myself, but I really want to test out the warranty process. Now the scratches are my fault, right? But I want to know, like, will you guys let me pay for it? Will you just do it if I send it in? Like, how does that work? Some leather straps. These leather straps are starting to get some nice patina on it. I'm a big fan of rocking a watch versus a smartwatch. We talked about that plenty of times. Lo and behold, so beyond the actual main flashlight that I've been testing out a lot lately, which we can't exactly talk about because I'm under embargo about it. But I will say, literally, other than that specific light, the light that I use by far the most, hands down, is the Phoenix Whiskey Tango 25R. You don't remember how many times I picked this up in the man cave every single day. It's always just sitting on a toolbox. It's always whether I need to work on electronics, I need to work on camera equipment, whether I need to, do some maintenance on one of my one wheels or a bicycle or my truck or whatever. I grab this flashlight more than anything. And literally, just to throw in the pocket for the evening, I put the pocket light, which is good for inside the house. I talked about this on deals today. Pocket light only has two settings, low and a high. All right, it's a nice little flashlight, the pocket light AA by Acebeam. But when it comes to just overall workhorse, I thoroughly enjoy my Phoenix. And then because I did have random stuff around the house, I'm in the middle of finishing up a wall for my wife. I'm literally building a wall. What did Trump say? Build the wall. I'm building a wall. Okay. I'm building a wall inside the house. We're turning our formal living room into an office. In the 90s, formal living rooms were a thing. They were a big thing, right? And so we don't need a formal living room. So we are walling it in. We bought some French doors. We got the city. There's no permits needed because we're not turning it into a bedroom. We're not adding electricity into that wall. So it's literally build a wall, throw up some drywall. So I'm in the middle of sanding, but just in case little things such as pulling the crown staples from the crown molding, pulling the staples from the base or the pin nails from the baseboards. This is good at that type of stuff. okay, versus using the tip of my knife, which don't use your knives to pry, guys, okay? Don't use your knives to pry. I'm pretty sure we all do it, but we shouldn't be using our knives to pry. I think it's something that we should avoid at all costs. So that's kind of like what was being carried for the day. Let me know what you guys were carrying for today. Let me know also, where you were for 9/11. I'm going to go through and see who's already up in the mix. Smash that like button. I appreciate that reminder. Absolutely smash that like button, man. Make sure you let them know that you're entertained, man. I appreciate you got a good goddamn head on your shoulders, man. Good head on your shoulders. Real good head on the shoulders. David says, perfect timing. Says, we'll be listening while trying to lose a few biscuits while working out. Sir, thanks for stopping by. And thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Bentley in the building as well, man. Hopefully you're having a good day and all that good stuff. I see y'all in the Discord. I may not be in there a lot. I lurk in the Discord. The link for the Discord is down below. You want to join the Discord, drop your pocket dumps. Dropping your pocket dump is an important thing because I'm trying to do a monthly show of my favorite pocket dumps from the Discord. Last month, we had some bangers. I love the well-worn looking pocket dumps. I'm talking about folks who might have a Smith & Wesson knife, who might have a leather wallet that they've been carrying for years. They might have some flash and bang, some shit that I can make fun of. It's just all fun and games. It's all good. It's like all good. Hold on, let me get a... I turned off my AC for y'all. So say thank you. So yeah, of course I got AC running in the man cave. We make life that easy as well. Loadout EDC. Hey, appreciate you stopping by, sir. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Let's see. Thanks for kicking in the door. Absolutely. X must be going 20 toes. Hey, if I'm lucky, I'll be doing that shit later, bro. Okay. If I'm so fortunate. Maybe doing that later. Questions in the chat. I'll try to answer your questions about type of gear that you may want, type of stuff I like to carry, or I'll just tell you I don't know, and I'm more than willing to look it up. Let's see. Elijah says sits in the chat for 15 minutes waiting for X, leaves and decides to go on the couch. X goes live as soon as I get up. Hey, Elijah, let me tell you, man, bro. I'll be trying to, let me start my 3-part apology by first saying, sir, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Part 2 is I try my best. And part 3 is I got kids. I know that part 3 is an excuse. Okay, so is number 2. But my 9-year-old's at cheer right now. I am in super dad mode. I can even show you, like, the crazy thing is like the wife doesn't get home probably for like another 20, 30 minutes. So I told myself I'll go live. But while going live, I have my 3-year-old, my 2-year-old, and my 1-year-old all going on. I'm watching them and they're being good. Okay. You can't really see per se, but that's their room on the top. And then it's a second room on the bottom. And they're just hanging out, having a good old time. Then they're hanging out, just having a good old time. But that means that we start a little bit late, putting them in pajamas, giving them water, making sure that the cameras are working, making sure they don't tear each other's necks off and all that good stuff. And I wanted to actually kick the door in for y'all. So we make that happen as well. Let's see. What's your favorite budget EDC backpack, sling, pouch, bags, brand, and why, please? That's a, well, budget. I guess for each budget, if you really want to, I don't know what your budget is, but when I think of the word budget in most categories, Navik, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. What I think about budget is 2 hours of your pay. If you're a salaried employee, take your salary and divide it by 2,000. So let's just say you make $50,000 a year. You divide that by 2,000, you make $25 an hour. So I would say a budget bag for you would be $50. Could you get a backpack for $50? Absolutely. Initech makes some, TomTalk makes some. There's no name brands. There's a ton of different brands for backpacks. But if I wanted something that was reliable, had a decent warranty, I would probably go with an Initech backpack. They sent me their bag. It's made of 200D polyester. Wasn't nothing to write home to mom about, but it got the job done. Same thing with like slings. So if I wanted a sling that was 2 hours of my pay and that we're working on the $50 basis, I'm going with Tom Talk. I talked about them today. That will probably make me happy. Or if I wanted something for like to be able to conceal carry, I would probably go with the Bando bag by Evelyn Stock. I almost mispronounced that, whether it is the regular size or the large size. So this one over here is the regular size. This is the XL Bando bag. Both of these cost less than 50 bucks. Both of them kind of get the job done, but these are fanny packs. These aren't really slings. So everyone has a different makeup, different things that you can use, but that would be considered budget. If your budget's $100, then there's something else I can suggest, right? Pouches, same thing. You may have different things that you may want to do pouch wise and all that good stuff. So it really just depends. Hey, Steven, thanks for joining the goddamn battalion. Appreciate that, man. Got a good head on your shoulders, man. I talk about joining memberships mostly because I do deals videos, and the number one complaint I get in deals videos in the comments is this deal expired or this link isn't working. And what happens is the way I put these deals videos together, companies see that I do these videos and they send me the deals. And when they send me the deals, I compile the list. Sometimes they'll give me the discount codes as well. And then I put it all together. But I'm confident they're not just sending me these deals. They're sending websites the deals, other YouTube creators. And so once they reach so many orders, they don't want to just continue to discount that item into oblivion and make no money. So I think they stop the deal. So that's why I normally release my deals videos 2, sometimes 3 hours before the rest of YouTube. So something to think about. It is something to think about. I need to review the Victos Counteract sling. Field trip. Let's look that up. Hold on. You said the Victos. Oh, hold on. Let's look that up real quick. Victos Counteract sling. Spelling is productive. Okay, so the Victos Counteracts, this is a CCW sling. Let's go straight to their website. Let's see what they're rocking with. Okay, all right. So it looks like a traditional backpack. They're calling it a sling, but I mean, it's a sling bag. It has one strap, but it still looks like the loop is so humongous in the front here. I almost thought it was a backpack, but it's clearly not a backpack. Let's see. First impressions. It actually looks kind of muted. Like it doesn't. Okay, here's the one thing I will give this bag compared to the Evelyn stock or compared to like something like the Vertex Sock P, which I have right here. So like if you have the Vertex Sock P, this looks like a CCW bag in all due respect, just to kind of keep it real. There's more muted bags from Vertex. The bags from Evelyn stock, these look like CCW bags, right? The bag that you're mentioning kind of does give me the flavor of being a little bit more muted. Now, how quickly can you get inside where's the CCW compartment is the question. I don't know about that, bro. I mean, if you're trying to get into the fight, the thing that the Vertex and the Evelyn stock have on their hands is that you can just unzip very quickly and the bag's already near your freaking crotch because they're fanny packs. This one, it might be on your back. You got to swing it around. It's a sling bag. The price is right. 85 bucks. I like the side pocket. I think I like the material. Is it X-Pack? You know what? I'm going to save 15% off your first order. I'm going to save this. JT, I appreciate you kind of bringing it to my attention because I've never heard of it. Let's put this in my discoveries tab. Appreciate that. Do you want emails when the price drops? No, I don't. All right. So we got that one. Appreciate that, man. I never heard of it. So I'll put it in my discoveries tab. Adventure Man said, what's going on, everybody? Hey, appreciate you kicking the door in. What Corey saying, what's up as well. Justin, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Finally made it here for my first live, says James. Sir, congratulations, bro. Okay. It's my first live, too. My first live for the month of freaking September, bro. Boosie, you know what I'm saying, bro.
Come on, man.
This is my first live, too, bro. Hey, listen, for some of the OGs in the chat, I ebb and flow the type of content I put out. There was a time I was going live 4 times a week and putting out 1 video a week, and just to see how that felt. And now I've kind of shifted to like 4 videos a week and like 1 live. Normally I should be live once a week, but we're going to work on that, right? X is back at it again. Yeah, absolutely, man. Says first time viewer here, recommended from Neves. Hey, Dirty Dan, I appreciate you kicking the door. Man, Neves is a great guy. I was just text messaging him yesterday, I think it was. The same knives that I'm carrying that are under embargo, he has them under embargo as well. And I was just like, hey, man, you're so good at overview videos, first impression videos, and full scale reviews. Like he has 3 categories of videos that he does when it comes to pocket knives, which is an overview video means he may have just busted it open. It still may have knife oil on it. He hasn't carried it in the pocket, but he knows so much about knives. He can just tell by the feel, the flick, the close, the lockup, what he thinks about it. And then he may have like a quick review video when it's been in the pocket for 2-3 days. He can give his opinion. He has like a full-fledged testing video. I'm like, bro, I don't do knife reviews that often. I do overview videos. How do you prepare yourself to, you know, do an overview or review or whatever? Gave some great advice from the OG. So I appreciate that. Let's see. I do appreciate that. Coming in from Denver, Colorado is Christian. Hey, how's the weather up there? Here in the Dallas Metroplex, like the weather here has been a little bit iffy. Hey, Google, what's the temperature outside? So it's 74 right now, but it's a little humid. And I have my garage door open. So my man cave is a 3-car garage. And the one garage that I work in primarily is, it's like literally kind of sitting here. I wonder if I can show it to you real quick. It's just kind of sitting here, just waiting for me to, hold on, let me see. Can I show it? I don't even think I can show it. Anyway, it's just a 1-car garage. I can show you guys what I'm looking at, but it's a little chaotic to switch it up. Matter of fact, here, I can show you real quick. But I just kind of like keep it real cool, keep it real calm. Is how I'm able to normally keep the, show my overlays. Let's switch this camera out real quick to the iPhone. So this is what I'm looking at when I'm live with you guys. There's a monitor right there. That's the chat. That's the YouTube live stream. And then that's my garage door open. And I have the AC turned off. That white thing right there is an AC. And I have the door open with the AC off. Normally I don't do that. Normally that door is closed with the AC cranking. So yeah. We definitely don't normally do that, but it is what it is, man. I wanted to be able to make sure that y'all can hear me pretty good as well. Q colon in the chat will help me see your comment. Put a Q colon in your chat will help me see your comment. Elijah says that he was 9 months old, probably on the floor at my grandparents for 9/11. Bro, that is freaking crazy.
What?
9 months? I feel old.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
9 months old, bro. I was in the 10th grade. So what was I, 15, 16 maybe? Ah, man, it's crazy. 5th grade for Justin. Sorry, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. Man. Can you talk about the Delta River 3? I just watched your deal video and ordered it. I'm curious about your thoughts. Okay. It's so crazy, Loadout EDC. First off, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. I think I said it for you earlier, but I appreciate that nonetheless. So EcoFlow sends us those. They send us the power stations, and I think they have a release schedule for how they want us to release it, because it dropped on Amazon, I think a couple of days ago. I saw the listing a few days ago. Now, news articles like IGN, Forbes, they're already writing articles about it. But EcoFlow told me, and I know other creators have it, like the Den of Tools has one, some other creators have it. They told us we can't release our videos until like the 20-something. I was like, why can't we release a video on it when y'all, it's on Amazon, it's articles being written? But it makes sense because our videos should be reviews, and I don't know if they should drop the day the product drops. And so I can give you my thoughts on it without showing it in a video, because it does exist, Loadout EDC. So you do have a good point. So I will say for the the River 3, let me pull it up to give you guys a reference of what he's talking about. If you didn't see that, I have a deals video I put up earlier. Field trip. Let's look this shit up real quick. River 3. So the way that EcoFlow works is that they have 2 series of power stations. Okay, they have their River series, which is on the bottom, and then they have their Delta series, which is their top of the line. Their River series is quote unquote on the bottom, but it's still competing with the likes of Anchor, Jackery, Blue Eddy, etc., All Powers, etc. The reason I like EcoFlow so much is 2 reasons, and Loadout EDC, take note of this because you might feel the same way, is I've tested out so many of these brands. What EcoFlow has on these other brands is their app. Their app is so freaking good. It does not matter where I am in the world. Your power station connects to your Wi-Fi. You can always see what it's doing. You can change the settings. If you don't want it to charge at full speed, like these things can charge themselves in 1 hour, right? 1 hour fast charging. Let's say you don't want it to charge at 1 hour fast charging. You don't want to draw that much electricity. You don't want to break a circuit, blow a circuit, whatever. You can slow the charging speed down. You can turn on different outlets with the app. It's great. So if you set this thing up deep underneath a desk and it's running your whole desk, right? Let's say it's running a PC or a Mac Studio, something that relies on power. It doesn't have a battery inside. If those devices lose power, this thing kicks in within 20 milliseconds. So it's not as fast as an uninterruptible power supply. I think uninterruptible power supplies, like those ones that are made by like, I almost said CompUSA. CompUSA.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Hey, if you know CompUSA, you owe, bro.
On, man.
The ones that you buy from like Staples, or you can get them on Amazon as well, those are like less than 10 milliseconds. Most of them are like less than 5 milliseconds. So this one is technically an emergency power supply instead of a UPS, uninterruptible power supply. But it's still good. If you need to hook a CPAP machine to it at a campsite, if you need to, hook your desk to it while you're working in your man cave or your office, it can handle that. It passes through power. And then if you need to unplug it and take it with you to a soccer game, we got the fall coming up. Soccer's about to start. Take it with you hunting. You can take it out there with you. Keep your devices charged while you're sitting in a deer stand eating sunflower seeds. It can do that. Okay, so I like it a lot. I think it is up there right above Anchor. Anchor's power stations are freaking fantastic too, but I think EcoFlows have them beat. Then I think it's Anchor, Dobson, kind of Blue Eddy, but Blue Eddy had a problem because they kept their charging bricks on the outside of the power stations, and it was really shitty to charge them. I think they've changed that. Jackery had the power stations on the outside. They changed that. They had grab handles on the top, which Jackery's grab handles on the top didn't let you set stuff on it. I hated that. So they've always just been making small improvements. And this new one has replaced my River 2, and I like it. So hopefully you enjoy it as well, man. I'm glad you were able to pick that up. Good head on your shoulders, bro, okay? James says, I was in a work truck getting my tires changed on my way to do some predator control on a farm. Wow, bro, that sounds like an interesting life, man. Hey, so I have some, where I go hunting at is in Jacksboro, Texas. It's in Jack County. It's 100 acres. We don't really have a predator problem, fox, coyote, whatever. Those are, they're more of a nuisance animal, right? And where we hunt, we don't have chicken. We don't have any animals that can be hunted by a fox or coyote. So we have like snake problems, rattlesnake problems, but we can shoot those with a 20 gauge shotgun instead of a 12 gauge, easy. But we have a real big problem with hog. Big problem with hog. So if you do predator control, do you also do hog control? Because hog are freaking crazy where we're at. Picked up the outdoors it's $15. Really interesting. I'm about to look that up. Callie Hiker says, I was 7 living on a military depot. The highest ranking officer on a base had a daughter who mentioned it as everyone converged on a bus stop. They had it on TV. I guess I'll tell you my story real quick of like where I was on 9/11. So I was in the 10th grade. I remember I was either going from first to second period or second to third period. East Coast is 1 hour ahead of Central Time. I live in Dallas. So I probably was going from first to second period. I remember walking into the portable. In Dallas, I went to Dallas Independent School District. And once your school's capacity, you can't fit students in there anymore. They bring in modular buildings and they call them portables, like manufactured homes. And my portable was obviously outdoors. So I was walking from inside the building into the portable, and it was a history class. And I remember my teacher crying. I'm like, why is she crying? That's odd. And she had the AV card, audio visual card for the folks that don't know. Okay.
Well, come on now, dog.
Listen, Boosie. Okay.
Come on, man.
Had the audio visual card, video card turned towards she, and she was looking at it, and she wouldn't let us see what was on it. We're unloading our bags and all this other stuff. She finally turns the cart towards our way, right as the second plane is hitting the second tower. Now, at this point, I didn't know what the Twin Towers were. I think I'm 15, 16. I wasn't, other than like seeing them on like Home Alone or in other movies, those didn't dawn on me what those were. Okay. So literally, she not only had to show us what was going on, she being a history teacher had to give us a quick geography/history lesson of what those buildings were. So I remember it. I remember even as I graduated high school, that being one of the consequential reasons why I joined the Marines. Number two was I was broke AF. Okay, just trying to keep it real with y'all. I'm just keeping it real. I was broke. But, thinking about 9/11 and, I was on that hype train. I went in under Bush, the whole fighting terror and all that other type of stuff. It made sense to me. So I think that is a very few things in your life where you always remember where you are. For me, it's the birth of my kids and 9/11, like in my wedding. Okay, my wedding. I remember that. I remember that too.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay, I remember that too. Don't do me like that, bro. So I think it's always just important every time this comes around, as our nation continues to grow further and further from that day, just always to try to remember it. What I like to do is just kind of remember the storyline of it. And Rob O'Neill put a freaking bullet through the dome of, bin Laden, and the story of how they snuck into Pakistan and a helicopter was down and they still completed the mission, and just how we looked for this scumbag for years and how we went into Iraq like idiots, and just like the whole story is something that I think about quite often, and try not to forget about it. So let me know where you guys were as well. Bullet ride for tonight. Do I have Bullet? I don't know if I have. Hold on. No Bullet ride. I got Bullet bourbon. Maybe I have this as, actually, I don't know if I want to go from rye to bourbon. I might just stick with, because right now I'm drinking my Pikesville, and I may just want to stick with it. I mean, it's not like I'm mixing liquors. I'm an advocate. I am not a fan of like mixing, quote unquote, mixing liquors. But starting with rye and then going to bourbon, I think might be kind of a little bit of a different thing. So this is what I'm drinking right now. And this is what he mentioned that he's drinking, but this is the bourbon, not the rye. Some all good stuff, all interesting stuff. Let's see. Let me know if you have any questions as well. That says the Task Force 24, that thing is wicked. It's expensive, bro. Like it's wicked, but it is expensive. It may have you in a back alley doing some weird shit.
Pause.
Bro, I'm telling you, it is some expensive stuff. Super expensive stuff. But, I think that could be a one and done type knife. The thing about knives when it comes to men, and I can speak for myself and some of my buddies, there are few things in your life that you buy, you don't give away, you don't sell, you just hold on to them. And for me, I think knives are one of those things. I have a really shitty Ozark trail knife that I got when I was in the Marines from Walmart that I still have and will not give away. Is it still here? Let me see. Okay, it must be in my home in Hatfield case. But the point being is like, there are knives that you won't give away. You may give them to like family. Like I have knives I intend to give to my sons. They are currently 2 and 3 years old. And I intend to give them to them when they are, 14, 15, 16. So yeah, it's a pricey boy, but if it's something you're keeping for life, maybe you justify it. Cause I don't think I can keep a $50 Kaiser Justice 2 with D2 steel that's supposed to be high carbon, but it begins to rust and the sheath is really shitty and it's hard to sharpen, right? So it's kind of like different reasons for everybody. I still have the Elementum and my boomstick on me, just got off of work, says James. Okay, so do you have the button lock Civivi Elementum or do you have the flipper? It's so crazy because my mom was watching one of my videos one day and I had a deal of one of my deal of the week videos. The Civivi Elementum popped up and she bought it through one of my she bought it through one of my links. Okay. And she purchased the bronze version. I think she bought the bronze version, or maybe it was the copper. And so she buys it. I'm trying to see. No, it was the copper version. So she buys the copper version and she sends me a photo via text. And she's like, look, son, look what I just bought. And I'm like, Mom, I have 4 of those. I could have just sent you one. Like, what's going on? Like,
Come on now, dog.
I could have just mailed you one.
Come on, man.
So she has a Elementum. She doesn't have the mini. She has the normal size, but this is what she purchased. She has the flipper. And so she sends me the photo with it open. And she's like, how do I close it? I was like, there's a thing on the inside, kind of liner lock. And I said, go upstairs and find my brother. My brother used to be in the Marines as well. He can handle knives. I said, just go find my brother. Okay. He'll help you close it. But next time, if you want a knife, just go ahead, hit me up. I'll send it to you. Okay. You don't have to. I promise I'll just send you one. She bought it through my links. I said, I appreciate the support. A Black Hawk 3-day assault pack is a great for EDC. It's totally gray man at 37 liters. And you know what thing, Bob, I appreciate that suggestion. The thing about the Black Hawks, they are like, Black Hawk has been long trying to get onto military contracts. And they've been kind of successful with some stuff, kind of not so successful with other things. So I'm on the base website, shopmyexchange.com. If you're a military vet or if you're active duty, you can shop on shopmyexchange.com. And but you can see Black Hawk does have knives. They're really known for their boomsticks, but they make knives, backpacks, chest rigs, holsters. They're for the tactical bros. They're a direct competitor of Hogue. They win a lot of military contracts, so they don't really care if civilians buy their gear. They don't really care if civilians buy their gear, but I will say they make a multi-tool. Interesting. See, these are things you learn by just browsing the base website. But they have a Warney G10 sideliner. Let's see what this is real quick. 79 bucks. It's G10. I bet it's D2. I bet it's D2. Something just tells me this is D2. Yep, durable D2 stainless steel. Yep, there you go. Yeah, a lot of companies are getting these things white glove from other companies and stuff like that. But yeah, Black Hawk's interesting. Fort Lewis, Washington. Okay. Appreciate you kicking the door in, man. Hey, appreciate the super chat. Good head on your shoulders, man. I appreciate that, man. It says, yo, that Ozark Trail Benchmade clone is for real, says Jamie or Jaime. Which one is it? Is it Jamie or Jaime? Appreciate that. So the Ozark Trail knife that everybody and their mom is like creaming right now. Everybody's a big fan of this freaking knife. There's videos pumping out about it. I did a whole react video to it. People are starting to sell these things on eBay. Like people are going ham over these. Okay. So I reacted to the Den of Tools video over this knife, and he saw my video on it, and I told him I didn't have the knife. He hit me up and said, hey, if you want me to, I'll send you the knife so that you can check it out. And I was like, I'll just wait and see if my local Walmart gets one. I've gone back to my local Walmart multiple times. It's never in stock. Like people really want this freaking knife. I'm going in there just freaking like walking out disappointed every time. It is a tough one, bro. a super tough one. And let's see, I'm gonna put Q colon in the chat just to see if there's any questions, and then I'll go back to regular chat here in a second. Let me go here. So can you talk about the road to 3? I appreciate the reminder. Yes, put a Q and a colon in front of your question. So let me say it slower. Sometimes I say it too fast. If you put a Q and a colon in front of your question, it helps me see your comment. It doesn't have to be a question, but if you want something, if you have something you want to say, you want me to see it, if you put a Q and a colon in front of it, it's easier for me to find it. Okay. What do you think of the Maxpedition Prepared Citizen backpack, says James? Field trip. Good question. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to tell you my impressions of it off first impression. Prepared Citizen. Oh, it's hard to type standing up. I stood up just in case I need to grab stuff for you guys to check out. But it's a different one. I like to see if I can go to their website. Prepared Citizen series. Okay, so first thing that makes me think of, it reminds me of 511's Covert line. It's probably not like 511's Covert, but Covert 18 line. I had this thing for years, and the Covert line, especially in the black version, is a CCW bag. I had this thing for years, and that's the Prepare Citizen just gave me that vibe immediately. Only difference is that the Prepare Citizen has exposed Molly. The Covert line is, I mean, for not being corny, but it's much more covert. But you said, what do I think about this backpack? Well, the pricing seems fair. I mean, 37 liters is way too effing big for me, for EDC. Not for travel. Yeah, I would never do a 37 liter bag for EDC, for everyday carry. The max I like to do is 25 liters for an everyday carry bag. I don't want to just look like a weirdo walking into a coffee shop with a 37 liter bag. But my impressions are these bags aren't really my flavor. Like they just don't, they're not my aesthetic. They probably function really well. Where's one that's around 25? Closeout sale. I don't really want to look at the closeouts. What's their current line? I guess all these are in closeout. James, I think all of these are in closeout, bro. So this might be the time to go for it, because when they say closeout, it leads me to believe that they're no longer producing it. So let's look at V2 real quick. V2 of the Citizen. This is $59, bro. Bro, $59. What's the specs on this? It can fit a 15-inch laptop, so it's at least 20 liters. I don't know if I like the fact that it's 1000D. Hopefully it's not 1000D where your shoulders go, because that would tear your clothing up over time. But 1000D seems pretty durable. I mean, bro, $59. I don't care how you feel about it. It comes in multiple colors. OD green. What does that look like? Okay. It just kind of looks like, this looks so gray, man. This looks, well, this one's out of stock, but this looks definitely like you are not a threat. Okay. So I guess my overall response, James, would be you are not a threat with this bag. And for $59, I would roll the dice. It looks like you can only get the Wolf Gray on their website. I'm pretty sure you could pick it up on Amazon still, but that's a good deal, man. That just feels like a good deal. Q colon in front of your stuff will gain my attention. Put a Q colon in front of your stuff to gain my attention. Let's see what we got going on over here as well. My experience with EcoFlow was pretty bad. I'm never going to do business with them again. Been selling units they know are bad for years, keeping it quiet. Wow, sir. Talk your talk, sir. Talk your talk. Bro. Okay. I'm sorry you had that. Well, I'm not going to say sorry for a company. It sucks that you had that experience. I'm not saying sorry because I don't make... They're not paying me. When I do these review videos, EcoFlow's not paying me. They may pay the bigger creators that they send 5 units to, but EcoFlow sends me 1 unit at a time and they don't pay me. They say, you either take the unit or you don't, and we want a video that's at least 3 minutes long, and I agree to it. Okay, that's how that shit goes.
Bro, come on now, dog.
That's how it goes.
Come on, man.
So they may pay bigger creators. I am a part of the affiliate program, obviously, if you click through my links, but they don't directly pay me for any reviews that I do for them. I found a $9 knife on Amazon that isn't garbage. Yeah, that's pretty big on my face. Hold on, let me see what's going on with that real quick. That's pretty. Can we bring it down a little bit? There we go. You said it's not garbage. Interesting. So you found a $9 knife that's not garbage on Amazon. Okay. What's the make, the model? I wonder. I'm always curious about that. Like when you find these type of deals, especially from companies that we've never heard of, like how is it going on with that type of stuff? Love the channel, man, says Tanner. Says Fave on the tube from West Virginia. Updated man cave tour anytime soon. Bro, I am so freaking bad on it.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Man, I owe y'all a man cave tour. I'm probably going to kick off my MarineX Afterthoughts channel because this channel here has become so skewed with everyday carry, survival. It has moved very far away from man cave videos. So for me to like randomly pop off with a man cave video may be extremely odd. But I might just do it anyway. Like I really just don't.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
I'm not a full-time YouTuber.
Come on, man.
So if I have a video that bombs, I do not get butthurt about it. Like it is just not anything that processes in my mind.
Pause.
Okay, it's not anything that processes in my mind. But shall I do one soon? Yes, it is on my to-do list. I have this app called Airtable. Airtable is like a app that kind of organizes all your thoughts and your upcoming events. And on one of my upcoming videos that I want to do is an updated man cave tour. Ordered the Swiss Tech, the Stahlhorn, and the CRK2 Spew. Walmart made a mistake and they gave me a $119 for $28, and I'm loving it. Sir, you came up with the straight W, sir. Just the straight up W. Straight up W. You know, I would have felt so bad about that, Bentley. But for it being Walmart, I would have felt bad. If it was like a smaller, you know, White Mountain Knives, GP Knives, a smaller company or something like that, I would have hit them up and I say, hey, you guys made a mistake. Can I pay you the difference, or can you send me a return label? If I can't afford the difference, can you send me a return label so I can send it back? You know, something like that. But I still have the same Ozark Trail knife I got in the Marine Corps. You know, what's so crazy is because when I was in the Corps, we were issued, I don't know if you got one, Semper Fi, appreciate you kicking the door in there, devil. But we were issued the Gerber Fast Tanto Auto. And they issued two of those to anybody that was preparing to go to Iraq. And what happened was I got the smallpox shot because smallpox in America doesn't exist, right? So a lot of kids are not vaccinated for smallpox because it's very invasive. You have to get 15 shots. You can tell somebody that's been vaccinated for smallpox because they have a scar. And so they give you 15 shots of smallpox in your arm, and your arm bubbles up. It's disgusting. But I was supposed to go to Iraq when I was a corporal, and they gave me smallpox. They gave me a multi-tool from Gerber. They gave me a Gerber Fast Tanto Auto. Of course, they gave me steel toe boots. They gave me all sorts of stuff to try to transition me from being on base to being in country. And then I laterally moved and changed jobs, and I got to keep all this stuff. Congratulations. Now, of course, back then I was a motivator, but I was scared. You know, I was going to go to Iraq. I was nervous. So I thought I dodged a bullet, right? Metaphorically speaking. And then literally 8 months later, I went to Afghanistan.
Hey, bro,
okay.
come on now,
Boosie,
dog.
they was.
Come on, man.
They say, bro, nah, bruh. Nah. You're going to Afghanistan. Ever heard of the Pocket Up? It's a mom and pop all hand sewn. I think I've heard of that before. First off, the real Benjamin, thanks for the $2. What do you think about the Kershaw DIY shuffle? Sir, thank you. You got a good goddamn head on your shoulders. We appreciate that, man. Give me some goddamn milk.
He needs some milk.
No, I need to say thank you for that $2. I appreciate that. Let me see the Kershaw DIY shuffle. I think I've seen it a lot of times. And the shuffle itself, let's jump here. 35 bucks, DIY shuffle. This reminds me of, okay, so Spyderco, let me gather my thoughts. Okay, first off, it's engravable. Great. What is the blade steel? It's made in the USA. It's not jumping out at me what the blade steel is, but I like the fact that it is made in the USA. Okay, so it is HCR13 MOV. So it's a steel that you're gonna have to sharpen more often than not, but it still can cut. Don't get it twisted. I don't want you to get twisted that AUS 10, AUS 8, 13 MOV is something that you should avoid. I don't believe that. I just believe that it may not keep its factory edge as long. It may not hold a working edge as long. You may have to sharpen it more often. I'm really shitty at sharpening stuff, so I try to avoid that type of stuff. I'm not the best at it, bro.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I love the form factor. This is what I would say about the shuffle. If you are the type of person that throws back a bunch of suds and you need a pocket knife, this knife is for you because it has a bottle cap lifter. So if you're always drinking a Corona, or if you're always drinking mineral water, which a lot of those are in glass bottles and they require a bottle cap lifter, then this might be for you. This almost looks small enough to be on a keychain. Not maybe a little bit too big, but it's almost small enough to be on a keychain. Let's go to Spyderco's website because I think Spyderco's having a sale right now on the Poochie. The goddamn Poochie, bro.
Come on now, dog.
The DIY shuffle.
Come on, man.
The DIY shuffle reminds me of the Poochie. I'm going to link this up. Now, the Poochie for $100 more, and I'm not checking your pockets. Benjamin, I just wanted to kind of present this to you, is that for $100 more, you can get a significantly different knife. I'm not going to say better knife, but it's a significantly different knife. The Poochie is normally MSRP $330. Right now, it's 132 bucks. It's rocking S45VN Crucible, so CPM S45VN, and it is a more unique looking knife, in my opinion. It has a baby frame lock. It's Spyderco. This has a different vibe to it. Okay, I don't own this knife, but if I already owned a knife, Benjamin, and I was looking for another knife, I would probably save my money just to try to get something like this, because these are like the same size, and I don't know why you want that one, but this one has so much like swag to it that I would want it. But everybody's different. So I just linked this up. Spyderco's having a sale on 4 specific knives. Why are they? I don't know, but they're all more than 50% off. I'm assuming they're about to get rid of them, but kind of wanted to put that up there. Mike and Ike's EDC, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. So yeah, it just really depends on what you need. So let's get back to this question here. It says, have I ever heard of the mom and pop, the Pocket Up? It's a mom and pop all hand sewn. Let's see, Pocket Up. Is it a bag? When you say hand sewn, I'm assuming you're talking about a bag, right? Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. I like the all hand sewn concept. Okay. I've never heard of these people. It does look a couple of steps above Etsy. So they're trying to, they're not selling on Etsy. Maybe they are, but they have their own website. I've never heard of it. I'm not going to go through all their bags right now. What I will do is save this to my Discoveries tab and check it out. Because with this, but when you say hand sewn, Johnny, it immediately reminds me of Brown Buffalo. And Brown Buffalo right now has a collab with Huckberry that has me ready to purchase the bag all over again. I sold this bag a year ago. I had this bag directly from Brown Buffalo, and I had it in all black, right? And I loved it. It was great, but I had to make room. I review other bags. I got a lot of stuff going on, so I sold it. And ever since I sold this bag, I have missed it. I've always just kind of wanted to pick it up again. And so I'm kind of in that boat where I kind of want to pick it up again. They've changed it up with this one. And the reason I'm showing this to you, Johnny, is because this one's also hand sewn. So the Brown Buffalo Company's real big on sewing stuff, and they do it in California. They have sewing classes that you can sign up for and take. So I think that's a pretty unique story. And the fact that this is hand sewn, 21 liter, this is a concealed carry bag as well. I'm waiting to get a coupon for Hugberry before I make this purchase, because I don't need it. Like, I have no need for it. I got tons of bags around me. I mean, Able Carry just sent me this bag. I think it's their day something. I forget what it's called. I forgot what it's called, Boosie. I don't know what this shit is called, but it's nice. Okay.
Come on, man.
This bag is awesome, but the reason that this bag is not my like everyday carry, it has too much organization. It's too organized. It's so well done, but it's too organized for me, right? So it's like, same thing with the Go Rug GR2 Dyneema. I need to sell this bag because I ruck with it. But the thing about the Go Rug GR2 Dyneema, it's too freaking organized. It has too much organization. Too much organization, bro. And then finally, what I've been mostly EDCing recently has been the Vertex Ready Pack 3.0. They released it in black multicam and also green multicam. So I don't have a need for the Brown Buffalo. Like, I have no need for it, but I like it. Brown Buffalo. Let's go with Brown Buffalo Conceal Pack directly on their website. So, I mean, the thing is like, they have on their website, I think it costs it's a little bit more pricey on their website. On Huckberry's, it's cheaper. Why? I don't know. It's always sold out on their website, except for like the multicam. You can normally pick that one up. But if I go to backpacks, I mean, look at this. Sold out, sold out. And the reason that they're always sold out is because they're hand sewing their bags. So it's like, it's kind of tough to pick you up a bag because they're always freaking sold out. But this is the one that I own. This one was fantastic. It had an orange interior. It was super unique. I miss it. Freaking cry me a goddamn river, bro. Cry me a river, man. I miss it. I wouldn't mind getting that back if I get a chance. Michael says, Marinex, what is the decent cigar that doesn't break the bank? I am an amateur. If you're an amateur, Michael, then my recommendation would be to get something like floral. And I don't know, like, your pricing for not breaking the bank, but my recommendation, let's do a field trip, jrcigars.com. So I'm a big fan of Factory Smokes by Drew Estate. And the thing about these cigars is that if you have a Total Wine near you, Michael, Total Wine sells the most cigars in America. They're the biggest cigar seller in America. Total Wine. It's so crazy. But if you have a Total Wine near you, you can walk into a Total Wine and get these sticks for between $2 and $4 each. Okay. So like you see, I just put this as single. This is $2.34. So it's like a single stick will cost you $2.34. So I would just recommend that you get a Factory Smokes, like a Maduro, something a little bit easier or a Robusto. So if you can find a Robusto by Factory Smokes, which is by Drew Estate, I think that this will be a decent stick for you to start off with to see if you enjoy sticks. It has super duper subtle flavor. But for me specifically, this stick gives me coffee, nuts, freaking pause on the nuts.
Pause.
Okay. It also gives me vanilla. So I get coffee, nuts, and vanilla when I smoke that stick. But I don't know what you'll get. We'll see. Let's see. Tanner says, hey, man, don't worry about that. I believe everyone here will be glad to watch. We all love the tours. You know what, man? I might have to do that because I haven't done a tour in a while. As you can see by my background, my man cave has changed significantly since the last tour that I've done. And I'm very happy where it is right now. I have a full-time job, so I work in this man cave. So this side of the man cave is all YouTube. And then there's a black curtain. Let me see if I can show you that. There's a black curtain that divides this area. And on the other side is all work. So if we go here, right over behind that green lamp, there's a whole nother desktop back there with a work computer and all sorts of crap. So I keep those things divided because, you know, I have to. I don't want to mix them, if that makes sense. Q colon in front of your stuff will help me see your question. Make sure you slap that goddamn like button as well. No, hit that goddamn like button. Ladies, do me a favor and tell them to hit that goddamn like button real quick, man. Hit that like button real quick. I need a freaking break. Just take a break real quick. Give me a second. Hit that like button, bro. Taking a little water break. Appreciate y'all once again, man. Run me up real quick, man. Run me up. Let's give me the 60 likes. Appreciate y'all. Ladies, get off that pole. Ladies, get off that pole. I might need you later. I appreciate that. Let's see. The $9 knife folding is the FD03 folding knife by Wild Wittens, made in China gold. Interesting. Field trip. Let's look that up real quick. And Clayton, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being a goddamn member. We appreciate that, man. Let's look that up real quick. FD03 pocket knife. You said it's $9? Oh, it's right here. Is this it right here? No, that can't be it. Maybe a mod can drop it in chat. How about this? If a mod can find this from Franco, then drop the link in the chat. I'll check it out. It says, Mike and I says, hit me up if you're ever thinking about selling that GoRuck. Oh yeah, bro, send me a DM or an email. Send me a DM or email. I just have to make sure. I think I'm done. So here's the deal. GoRuck sent me the bag. They didn't pay me any money. They sent me the bag in exchange for 1 or 2 videos. I think I don't owe them any more content. I did a YouTube short and I did a full scale video on the bag. So I don't think I owe them any more content. So as soon as I'm done with the content agreement, like I'll give you a crazy deal on the bag. Just hit me up. X, not gonna lie. People are sleeping on the Stahlhelm from Swiss Tech. Let's look that up real quick. Is it a Walmart special? I think I've seen this before. Is this the full tang? Is this the full tang goodness? So $5 cash back. Interesting. $39. It looks like it has the same sheath. Looks like it has the same sheath as the new Gerber knife that just came out. The camp knife. This sheath looks like it's ambidextrous. Like you can put the knife in either direction and it's going to go in. Is this the knife that you're talking about? I don't think it is. You said it's the PBG. Let me go back. The PBQ. Or maybe that was it. $40. Yeah, I think that may have been it. It's a fixed blade. AUS 8. That's on the, 80. It is what it is. It is a very good looking knife. It almost looks like it's a decent size for everyday carry. Other than the fact that it's AUS 8, I think you're going to be sharpening that more often than not. Look at this guy all stealthy with the freaking knife behind his back. I see you, sir.
Come on now, dog.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Ready to rock and roll at any given moment. This is it. Okay. Got you. Interesting. Yeah, that's something that I'm going to save this. What I'll do is save this to my discoveries. I like going through my discoveries after a live stream and kind of decide like, you know, just like, do I want to check out any of these knives? Do I want to hit any of the companies up and ask them to send me this shit?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I'm like, hey man, send me this, man. We might be able to make something happen. So I do appreciate when you guys show me that type of stuff. I appreciate it big time. It says, hey ladies, I appreciate you kicking the door in as well. Let's see. So the crazy thing is that I think that we're about to enter the part of the season where it is time for you guys and gals, if you're out there in the chat, to start putting together your lists of things that you may want for the holiday season. And I've already started putting mine together. Just like real subtle little things. I don't know if I need knives and multi-tools. Like there's some bangers that's about to drop. I wish I could show them to you. There's some bangers that are about to drop. Okay. And I really like them. I really like them. I can't even tell you the companies. Like it's just, you know, just kind of keep your eye out. The month of September, the number of knives, flashlights, bags, gear that is dropping for this month is crazy. Like if you just follow your favorite EDC channels, whether it's Tri-State, Neves, Knives, Best Damn EDC, if you're following Everyday Minimalist, Ron Kwok, whoever, like just check out because it's a lot of stuff that's about to drop. And it's real good. Especially if you've always been trying to figure out what's your next upgrade, this, that, and the third. And it's so crazy because I've been recently rocking this Proof wallet. Somebody told me about the Proof wallet in a live stream. I think it was a month ago. And it was so crazy is because somebody told me about the Proof wallet. I put it in my discoveries tab, just like you guys saw me do now. And literally, I think 3 or 4 days later, Proof emailed me, said, hey, we love your content. We would love to send you a wallet. We're a company full of veterans and people who just like to work hard on wallets and gear. We would love to see your thoughts. I love this wallet. I like it a lot. Okay. It has, I don't know if it's aluminium or I don't know what the hell it is. I honestly haven't really, I know they make it in carbon fiber. I think this one might be steel instead of aluminium. I'll check. We'll look at the website. Pull a tab here where you can pull up your cards, push them back down. This thing can hold up to 20 cards if you stuff it like a freaking burrito. How many of those pull type of wallets, maybe OpenSea might be on the only competitor I can think of that has the pull functionality where you can pull it up and pull up a bunch of cards. This side here is super simple cash strap, which I normally keep business cards and cash in. It's like a very simple concept. It's like a super simple concept. And so if we go over to their website, let's see, Proof Wallets. I think that the concept is really good. The price point is crazy good. Okay, the carbon fiber one's not really my speed. I don't really like carbon. I like carbon fiber, but I don't like the traditional looking carbon fiber. If you're gonna do it, give me some marbled shit, you know, something like that. But the price point, $48. And I think I have a discount code. I have to go check my affiliate link. I think I have a discount code to get this even cheaper. I'm pretty sure I do. As a matter of fact, let's try it out. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I could, if I have a discount code for this. Let's see, go to checkout. We'll put in the code Marine X. Does that work? Yeah, I do have a discount code. Okay, so I will put in, so if you use the discount code Marine X, that gets you, it looks like 10% off. So, I mean, that's pretty good. The price is already good at $48, but throwing in the discount code and getting that thing down to $43 is crazy to me. And it's just Marine X, no space, all one word. I think this is a really good wallet. Like, I don't know where they've been all my life. I don't want to just carry this wallet only because I have to test other things. Like, you know, this is an EDC channel, but it is something about the fact that it's, okay, so they call it a dark gunmetal, but what is it? It is top grain leather or carbon fiber and aerospace grade aluminum. That's what I thought. It can hold up to 25 cards. Crazy good. I've been really enjoying this wallet. But I've been trying to find smaller companies like this. The reason I brought you here is like, you know, I've talked to Ridge. I love what they're doing with MKBHD. They're a very big tech YouTuber. Fantastic. That's great and all. But when I find small companies like this that's pumping out a product that looks really good at less than $50, it's hard to not really appreciate that type of work. How much is the carbon fiber one? 48. Is it real carbon fiber at $48? I mean, they're saying carbon fiber, so I guess it is. Lifetime warranty, no questions asked, full refund return policy. The people over there seem to be really good as well. They were able to fund their Kickstarter. And after they funded their Kickstarter, boom, full-fledged company. So I'm really happy with the things that they're doing over there. So get a chance. Check out Proof Wallet, man. Check out Proof Wallet. Matter of fact, put this on your list, because this might be on your list for gifts, or you just buy the shit yourself, whatever. Throw the code MarineX up in there. I don't even know if I get a kickback, because that's not an affiliate link. That's just their website. Maybe I do because you put MarineX. I don't know. But I think that's pretty dope. I think it's really dope. The only thing I worry about, and I say worry about with air quotes because I've seen it on some of their competitors. I'm curious, will these screws back themselves out? Right? See these little screws? Will those screws back themselves out from pulling out of your pocket, bloating in cards, taking out cards, throwing it in your armrest, put it in a bag, sitting on it? Will these screws back themselves out? That's the number one complaint about Ridge, is that the screws don't have Loctite on them. They eventually wear out, they come out, they fall out. Ridge gives you a hard time when you need to do the warranty. So that's what I'm curious about. I should take them apart to see if they have Loctite on them. That's what I'm curious about. Maybe they do. And that's gonna be a non-issue. But that's the only thing that's kind of like made me think about the longevity of it overall. It says $43 is no joke. Let us know how it holds up. And here's the thing, is like, Seven, I'm gonna tell you how it holds up, but I have to tell you with a grain of salt, because I review other wallets. Like, until 2 weeks ago, I had the Dango wallet in my pocket, and the Dango wallet was in my pocket for a month. The proof was just sitting there getting stared at, like, I wish I could carry you. And before the Dango wallet was Daily Carry Co. So it's interesting. And one thing I want to talk about with Daily Carry Co. is Daily Carry Co. is now under new ownership. Okay, Daily Carry Co. is under new ownership. Okay, so you guys you seen the gravity knives that Daily Carry Co. has. And the thing about this company, I've always thought that they had potential. They've always had potential, but they really weren't taking feedback. Neves Knives gave them feedback. Everyday Minimalist gave them feedback. I gave them feedback. You know, the number one feedback was, add a freaking pocket clip to your gravity knives. We like your gravity knives, but they are hard to carry. They're free balling in our freaking pockets and all that good stuff. I don't want to cut myself, okay? I don't want to cut myself. Let me tell you something. The new owner of Daily Carry Company is an everyday carry enthusiast who just happens to really wanted to own a company, so he bought it. The old owner of this company lived in Hawaii. He woke up every morning and went paddleboarding at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, he was just kind of like a chill bro, very, very easygoing guy. But I think Daily Carry Co. was his hobby because he had other businesses. The new owner of this company, I have talked to him on the phone. He has already taken feedback, and he has already freaking added a pocket clip to the gravity knife, sir.
Son, where'd you find this?
I found it from somebody that has a good head on their shoulders. Already done the simple request of adding a pocket clip to the knife. I'm like, bro, you're already stepping it up. It's already hard to sell these knives on Amazon because they're gravity knives. And Amazon doesn't like gravity knives on their website. So you're already undercutting yourself. Next thing we got to see is maybe change up the blade shape. So we're seeing subtle changes. Okay, you're giving us M390 blade still. Maybe in the future it's Magna Cut. Maybe you change the grind. Maybe you give us a different blade shape. I mean, it's titanium scales. It always has a good discount price that you can find on there. But I'm so glad that they did that. So we're going to see how this thing feels now that they've added. I mean, it's super simple, right? A freaking pocket clip. But how does it feel now that they've done that simple request? That's something I'm looking forward to as well. Taking feedback from people that are actually using your gear and just seeing if you can take that. It says, I carry a Trevax Armored Summit and I like being able to lanyard it to my belt loop. And you know, it's crazy because I lanyard the Dango wallets. I contacted both Trevax and Dango, just a full disclosure, 7. I contacted both Dango and Trevax and I said, I want a G10 wallet. And they're the only two companies that make wallets that have G10. And Trevax, the reason that I got the Dango G10 wallet, just to keep it real with you, is because they responded first.
Bro, come on now, dog.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Come on, man.
So I DM both of them, and Dango responded the next day. Trevax responded a week later, and they said, we would love to send you one out. And I don't like being gluttonous. So when they responded later, I told them, I don't want you to send me the wallet because I'm not going to use it. I already have one, but I'm glad to have the connection. So 7, now that you mentioned that, I'll keep them in mind for future content to test their wallets in the future. But I don't have a Trevax wallet right now. I just bought me a Civivi Mini Praxis OD Green heater for EDC. I love the fact that I wouldn't care if I lose it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what, 20? Sometimes it's $26. It's normally $29. I think it's rocking a 14C 28N blade still for the mini Praxis. Here's the thing about the Praxis, I will tell you. Let me grab mine. I got too much crap. I got too much crap, Boosie. It's just too much of it. There's no reason I have to search multiple areas for a knife, man. No reason I have to search multiple areas for a knife. But here's my practice. Now, this is a full-size Praxis, not the mini. But look at the coating on my blade. Now, I'll keep it real with you. Okay, 7. The reason my coating looks like this is because I did cut an aluminum can in half, okay? I had a can and I was shooting the shit and I cut it in half. But I mean, the blade is in rough shape. The blade is in rough shape. So the coating is a little jacked up. Now, this is not the 14C28N. This is, I think, 13 MOV for the full-size Praxis. Versus the mini Praxis is rocking a little bit different. But it's just something to think about. So the fact that you did mention that it is that pricing, it's a decent price. Especially who cares if it gets beat up, if you're spending, less than $40 on it or something like that. Overland hiker just came in with the hoorah. I appreciate that, man. But it's still a great little thocky knife to play with. So I can appreciate that. Absolutely. Let me see what we got here. This one, the Trevax. Just got to pick up mine from the wallet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Redskin Faithful. It is something that might want to be picked up. It's not necessarily like a straight up requirement, but it's just this proof wallet is an interesting concept. Like, I'm a big fan of what they're doing with it. Huge fan of what they're doing with it. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate y'all once again for kicking it on another live stream. Super random, but I appreciate y'all kicking the door in. If this is your first time stopping by, hit the subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. Join the Discord. That link is down below. With all that being said, we will speak soon.